Hey everybody, sir.
This is Glenda.
We are D&D Miniature and Board Games. Violent Dark.
Violent Dark.
Blacksite Studios' newest release, along from Don't Look Back, Rumble Regime Rumble. I can never remember which way that one goes. But if you want to see what's inside of this one, stay tuned. So, Violent Dark. A little bit of history about this game. It was initially called Anomaly.
Oh, okay.
Now, I played Anomaly, the beta version, several times at Discover Games with Troy, and really liked it, and we've been waiting for them to release this, and instead of Anomaly, they released it as Violent Dark.
Do you know why?
No.
Never cared to ask, but it's Violent Dark now. So if you're familiar with Anomaly, then hey, you're familiar with the game. Just that they changed the name.
Well, they changed some things about the game too.
Oh, okay. I thought okay. I see that. You hurt the box.
Now, for those of you who are even familiar with their games, like Lunar, Don't Look Back, Regime Rumble Regime, whichever way it goes, you get some figures, you get the rulebook. The more you spend on their game, the more things you get.
That's the case all the time. You have to spend more to get more.
When it looks down, you're going to see that we're actually doing the unboxing on the game mat that came with the game. And we have some extras off to the side. We're going to look at those too. And obviously, throughout this, you'll see 360-degree views of all the miniatures. But for those of you who don't know, and if this still plays a lot like Anomaly, this is like playing Alien the movie. You are running around and you've got creatures chasing you and they pop up at different places. Now, Anomaly had a big feel of Don't Look Back, where you rolled to see where the creature came up, what it did, stuff, things like that. Now, if this is still...
Well, Eric knows about the game. This is not just unboxing. He actually knows about it.
Well, I know about... I
know.
I've played Anomaly, and it's a...
And he's been waiting for this too, so... Let's see.
Alright, well, the game itself was packed by Jonathan, because Blacksite Studios... That is an interesting thing when you get something like the game, or you get a shipment from Blacksite Studios, they have a card in here and tells you who it was shipped by. And if you have something missing... You actually have to put the person's name that shipped the game.
So, if you're missing, or you're seeing more, or that's the guy responsible. Okay, it's a space horror game, like you said, like Alien.
Alright, so we have the initial rulebook here, which is a lot bigger than the beta version for Anomaly.
Which is understandable. By Matthew Burns. I like how it's yellow.
So it gives you different things that, go with the game. Wow, okay. You got your combat. You got your different damage. Mission selection, choosing your threat. The different crew. Environments, terrain setup, interactive terrain. Now, if you really went all out, they actually had an MDF terrain that you could buy to go along with this. But I have so much terrain, I didn't see a need to actually get the whole MDF. But I did get their Big Turkey Video Store, which is basically, Blockbuster Video. And who our age doesn't remember Blockbuster Video?
I don't know about you, but I just learned that from you, Eric. Okay, so... Let me have that. So, in this box, you should have 8 Resin Crew miniatures or rulebook.
One thing I'm interested in, now, the beta version, you could only play 1 to 3 players. But the box doesn't say how many players the game is, and I was interested if you'd like to find out for us, since you have the rulebook while we're going through the cards and stuff.
We are. Typically, you see it on the box, right? But there's no like,
No.
oh guys, 7 to
Doesn't-
14 years old,
doesn't
or
tell you
14 to 30, or whatever.
Doesn't tell you how long it takes to
90
play.
90 hours. 90 minutes, nothing. Doesn't say.
We do have different style cards here. Usually by this point, Glenda is telling us what they are.
Okay. They are cards.
Now,
Yeah, green, yellow, red.
let's look at the red ones. So bandage, chem, smokes, body armor, service pistol, glow rod, access card, the damn cat, the one thing. Oh, you remember these, Glenda?
Confused.
How they dip into the water.
And
You don't remember? Did you ever have one of those?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Was it the
bird that you
winding-
put the glass of water
Right,
and it would constantly dip.
Okay, I'm confused. You typically have the components at the very front.
No
Or-
components list.
I have tokens.
Enriched blood, evolved limbs, improved intellect, enhanced vision. I'm sure that this thing is like a enhancement for the aliens.
Well, you should know, but I have I have to look for it, and I am not seeing it on the first part. Which, like I said, it's a typical.
And then we
thing.
have the ones with the yellow on the back, which is protocol manual
Um,
updates, automated defenses, improved weapons cache. These are probably things per round that change or evolve.
Yeah, sorry. But using
Alright, well, moving on.
Eric is going through it. It's just
So we have our different bugs that have damage table on the back and all their other information on the front. And
would that be the
engage
character
instant.
cards?
I think those are the character
Oh,
cards.
here are the character cards. What's the Xeno cards?
Those are the 3 Xeno cards.
Okay, 3
Okay.
Xeno cards, and then
And
the rest are.
maybe these go with the Xenos as 2. Okay, so we have the character cards here.
Correct.
So you have an engineer, medical officer, and
Officer.
they have 2 different sides. You have a roughneck, company asset, a stowaway, a soldier, the captain, and lieutenant.
The captain.
And like I said, they do have 2 different sides, and I'm sure somewhere in the rulebook it explains why we have 2 different sides.
Yes. Somewhere.
We have a token sheet here, and
55 tokens should be
and then we have
Together.
the movement and probably range.
part of the token, yeah.
Okay. So let's pop the initial
Miniatures?
miniatures.
Yeah.
Yar!
So you should have 8 resin crew miniatures.
Well, I'm going to assume then that these are, well, there's 8 bases, so I'm going to assume these are the resin figures.
You have seen multi-part alien miniatures.
I'm pretty sure those are those over there.
Oh, okay. We're still just on the crew.
Takes time.
Takes time.
Okay. And I'm going to leave the cowboy hat in there so we don't lose it.
Very little.
Yeah. So right now you should be seeing 360-degree views of these crew figures. And probably a view of them on the sprues a little closer than what you're getting from the above camera.
Is the crew?
It's that cool. And it seems like a lot of people have cowboy hats.
Yep. Not bad. Just let their little.
Okay. So that's the crew. Let's look at these multi-part aliens. Was it 3 of these, I think?
Alien says you should have 3.
Well, I have 3 bases. It's always a good start when you have enough of the bases. Ooh. Yep, they're multi-part. And they have a striking resemblance to aliens.
We know where it came from?
They are going to be bigger than the crew, though. A little bit thicker.
There.
Intimidating would be the word I want to use. What do you want? Would you like to use the word intimidating?
Intimidating. Yeah.
Intimidation! Oh, sorry. Wrong movie.
That's a different movie. But, yeah. It's just smaller, you know, like the scale, and it is.
And hopefully I put them together right, and you're seeing a 360-degree view of these aliens.
But, yeah, they look good.
Because I have the feeling I'm going to be putting aliens together for the next
They're
couple
ready
hours.
to be put together because it just came off.
Well, I got my super glue to work with this, so
Ready.
I'm ready to start putting stuff together. So
Yeah.
But you know, as of now, you should have seen them put together.
I know, right? Eric, we are already. They're already.
Future, past, and present all colliding as we talk. Okay, so one of the other things you could get was rogue synths. Now these are the synthetics that take the place of the aliens. Or I guess you could probably have everybody running around in here. I mean, we could go for total chaos.
Chaos, good.
Alright, then just like everything else, we have a pact, and this is one that's packed by Connor. Connor is a rare card. See, rare.
He's rare. So he rarely backs.
Maybe, do I get some? I'll have to read to see if there's something that comes with rare cards around here. I don't know. Okay. Now, in here, there are different scenarios. There's repel borders, secure the bridge, and protect corporate VPs. It gives you the setup and the objectives for each one. And it looks like we get our rogue synthetic, and then we get the synth hunter, and we get the mercenary. And you know, with most expansions, you know, you get some extra cards. So let's see here. We have some extra green and some extra red. The red is Cat Carrier and Tinny. Tinny. And with the green ones, we have Repairing Nanobots, Ballistic Gel Skin. Now, chances are that you have to keep these and the alien ones separate because, obviously, these are for the synthetics and not for the aliens.
Cool. So are you liking what you're seeing?
Well, I've been waiting for this for a while. The rulebook.
No, I'm asking them.
Oh, them.
I'm asking them. I already know you like it.
Alright, so there are 5 bases in here. Which means we should have what, Glenda?
5 figures.
Yep. So, it looks like we have 3 synthetics, and then we have the mercenary and, what was the other character? The synth hunter. They look a little beat up and shot up for wear and tear, but, you know, all in all, they're only missing a few limbs. I'm thinking that's his limb, so, yeah, and his other arm. Well, yeehaw. Okay.
He's complete. Anyway.
Now, by this point, as normal, what have you seen? 360-degree views. Thank you, Glenda. Miniatures.
Yeah. That's put together for you, so you can see
what they look like when they're put together. So, the back suits. Now, this is one of the ones that if you went for the Tier 2, which is what I got when I purchased my pledge. Well, it's not really a pledge, but it is a pledge. They do their own style Kickstarter. They don't go with Kickstarter. It's done all on their website.
It's their own thing. It's not a Kickstarter.
And this one is packed by Lucas. I'm getting a lot of packed cards here. Okay. So, these are your vac suits. Basically, you don't go outside in the vacuum of space. Which, since this is, set in space, you kind of want to be able to go into space. You do have different helmet styles depending on which style you want to go with. And it kind of looks like depending on which alien movie you want to go with.
So, wow, generous. There's six to choose from. 2 of each.
Now, one of the things you could get was ship's cats. Now, due to a packing accident, I guess we should say.
What happened?
I got cats.
Oh, yeah.
But I contacted Blackside Studios and, asked them if they wanted me to send stuff extra that I got back. And they said, no, these type of things happen. So, in the end, I also got cats. Now, I'm not going to do 360-degree views of these guys. I might do a close-up of the sprue for you, but...
He just did.
Yes! Past, present, future. It's all colliding!
They're just cats.
They're just cats.
They're cats. If you like cats.
Okay. Now, this should be the Facehuggers. This was a extra expansion you could buy with different figures.
Violet and dark. Okay.
And they want to call them the Xeno Hunters. This was packed by Jonathan. Put Jonathan's card over there. Alright, so we have the Xeno Hugger. Sample 855.
It's just so plain white. Xeno Hugger, sample X355.
And there'll be 3 of these in there. I'm not sure how the VAC guys didn't get put back into the pack. But seems to have happened, so we'll put the VAC guys back in. Oh yeah, that's right. Glenda was looking at the backpack guys. While I was opening up the cats.
Already?
Well, I didn't know why we hadn't repacked the... Okay, these guys are in here really well, so we're just going to go ahead and...
There's the bag.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the best, easiest way with these guys. Alright. They're going to be put together in a little bit anyways. Well, they already are. You're seeing 360-degree views of them. But, so yeah, these ones are actually where they're, like, stuck to their faces and bodies, and they're coming out of them, just like an alien.
Let me see.
No, there you go.
Yar. I see it. They're gross. Yeah.
Alright, and this was all the exclusives. Just like with a regular Kickstarter, they did stretch goals. So if they got to certain goals, like you would get the cat on the boxes. And I don't think we got enough of those, but I have more than enough bases around this house. So, will you take a look at these character cards? Ah.
Oh, the cat.
Wow, look at that.
Special.
Immediately remove a PTT of your choice. This is an event that does not take an item slot.
Astrid.
Alright.
Astrid.
Dieter Lang, Oscar, Gabriel, and Z Winter. So these are 4 new characters here.
That's them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And oh, the turrets. So one of the first stretch goals was 3 turrets, chain guns that you could put up. Can we say aliens, folks? Extended version. And I think
Is that everything?
yeah, that was it. Because like I said, I didn't get the.
There we are. Small, but pretty detailed though.
Well, Blackside Studio, they really have some good detail. On top of their games and their resin figures and their STL files that you can order, they also have a large assortment of MDF terrain.
Yep.
We've gotten some from Lunar. We got some for Don't Look Back. And like I said, I got the Turkey video store with this order. Come on.
Who does not want?
Who could resist the Turkey video store that is old enough to remember Blockbusters?
Eric kept talking about it. He never stopped talking about this Turkey Blockbuster.
And then she finally was like, "Did you ever order it?" Oh yeah, I ordered it.
It's so cool.
Now I did get a couple of more resin figures to go along with it because if you ever look at their stuff, they have resin figures that will remind you of Alien. They'll remind you of Blade Runner, different movies that we grew up with.
Yeah.
So it's worth a look to go through their website and look at some of the miniatures that they actually have.
It makes you wonder how old they are, because I think it's their favorite, right? Like all this kind of 80s type.
Now, cut them some slack though, because when you talk about 3 guys in a garage, from what's that movie? Oh my God! Oh, the one where he's the computer guy and he goes in and they always say that a guy in a garage can put you out of business. These guys literally are like 3 guys in a garage. There's like there's like a handful of them that actually work for the company. So
Microsoft, Apple, and Amazon, they all came from a garage. So
yeah,
there you go. We have foreseen the future.
Future, past, present, all colliding.
Today, yes.
We hope you enjoyed the 360 review of all the miniatures and all the expansion miniatures. And this is one of those ones now, I know it's been very hard for us to get our group together.
Since COVID? Yeah.
So I know we've been asked for Regime Rumble. I'm sorry, I can't remember which way it goes.
Yeah.
And Lunar, we've been asked for some playthroughs. And it's kind of difficult because most of the time it's just Glenda and I. This one we've actually talked about, and we want to go ahead and do one for this. So
maybe we'll open it for guests. Hey, we want to play.
Worst case scenario, we wait till next Sunday and get Lauren to come over after work.
Yeah.
Wow, you heard that right, Lauren.
You've been volunteered.
Maybe voluntold.
Yeah, voluntold.
So, as always, support your local gaming. We support
Discover Games in Fayetteville, Georgia.
Which is where we first learned of Blackside Studio product.
Yes, so you come to the game store and you learn a lot or more products that you've never known before.
And if you want anything for Blackside Studios product, please contact Discover Games because they have the entire product line. I'm not sure if what they've got of Violent Dark just came out, but they've got, I believe, don't quote me, no, Regime Rumble. I know they have everything from Don't Look Back, and I think they have Lunar, but I'm not positive.
And if they don't have it in the store, they'll get it for you.
As always, folks, game on.
Game on.